Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Wednesday the 28th. I know homecoming's in a couple days. I'm sorry I can't be here today. You know why I'm gone. I'm up at the main office working on curriculum for next year. All right, so I'm going to do two examples. We're going to practice two things, and then you're going to work all period and be masters at division by the end of it. First off, can we use synthetic division here? Why or why not? Talk to your neighbor. See if you agree. No, we cannot. The answer is no. Why? We can only use synthetic division if our for a linear term. Synthetic division requires a linear term. A linear term has what? What's our degree? X to the first degree. So we can't use it. All right, moving on. We're going to do the same problem two ways. So we're going to use polynomial long division to find the quotient and remainder. Okay, so first example is going to be polynomial long division. If you notice, I put a placeholder in for the x term. So for polynomial long division, I set it up like we did back in fourth grade. 0x plus 6. And the first thing that we do is we look at this number and this number. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say off to the side, what is 5x cubed divided by x? Well, that becomes 5x squared. So this 5x squared is what I write right up here, 5x squared. And I write him off to the side over here. And then I write down this whole term, x minus 4. That's my divisor. Now I'm going to distribute and write the product underneath the matching terms. So I get 5x cubed minus 20x squared. And like we do in the division algorithm, we subtract, so I change my signs. So that goes to 0, and I'm left with 19x squared. I'm going to drop my 0x. And now I go ahead and I go to this part and I say, how many times does x go into 19x squared? So 19x squared divided by x is 19x. So I write 19x up top. I write it over to the side. The reason I do this is it helps me make sure I don't screw up my multiplication. And now I'm going to distribute. 19x times x is 19x squared. And 19 times a negative 4 is negative 76. So I get a minus 76x. And now I come through and change my signs and subtract. And I end up with 76x. And I drop my 6 down, plus 6. So now my last piece is how many times does x go into 76x? So 76x divided by x is 76. That's the number I write up top. I'm going to have to give myself some more room. So 76 times x minus 4 gives me 76x. 76 times 4 gives me a minus 304. And when I change to subtraction, I get 310. So I have a remainder of 310. So my quotient and remainder, ooh, this is going to be tough to write. Sorry, I'm scrolling. 5x squared plus 19x plus 76. My remainder is 310, and it's 310 really over x minus 4. That's what it looks like. So that's my answer. We're going to make sure we get the same thing when we do synthetic division. Okay? Okay, here's synthetic division. How do we do our setup? Remember, we set x minus 4 equal to 0 and solve for x. So I'm going to use 4 outside. I'm going to use my upside down division bar, and I'm going to write down my coefficients. 5, negative 1, 0, 6. 5, negative 1, 0, 6. To start us off, I drop the first number like it's hot. I always multiply coming around here, and I add going down. So I get 20. Then I get a 19, and 19 times 4 gives us 76. 76 and 0 is 76, and 76 times 4 gives me 304, and when I add, I get 310. And remember that this quotient is always 1 degree less than my dividend, than what I started with. And so if I started with an x cubed, my answer is going to be an x squared. So this becomes 5x squared plus 19x plus 76, remainder 310. So 5x squared plus 19x plus 76, remainder 310. And that's what we have. So those agree. So we didn't screw up. That's good. Here's your practice, polynomial division practice, both sides. I want you to work together. I want you to check your answers with each other. If you're not agreeing, I want you to get up and go find somebody else who can help you out. Mrs. Bott does have the solutions. I will have them posted on my website, but you get more out of it if you actually talk to each other and try to figure it out. It's not due Wednesday because today's Wednesday. It's actually due Thursday. Okay? All right, thanks for letting me go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.